My name's Kortenkamp, and this is my memoir speech. Life is a succession of lessons, which must be lived to be understood. Helen Keller. Now everyone lives life, but not everyone truly lives life. What does this mean, you may ask? It means that people do not live their life to the potential it may hold. Now I'm not talking about becoming rich and famous. I'm talking about living their life to the fullest. And we do this by learning from life lessons. Now these lessons are taught to us from mentors, and authors, and parents, and teachers, and role models, and almost anyone you can think of. There are thousands of life lessons. One of the lessons I have learned has already affected the way that I live my life. When I was 7 years old, I was spending the summer on my grandparents' farm. Now, after finishing all the chores, my grandpa and I grabbed our fishing gear and we headed down to the creek. Now, my grandpa was an avid fisherman, and he seized every opportunity to go fishing. My grandpa loved to fish. Now, we fished for half an hour, and you will not believe what we caught. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, for a 7-year-old, doing nothing does not go well. As we were headed back up to the house, I looked at my grandpa and told him, "That was horrible." He looked at me, then he looked back up. And then he gave me some of the best advice I've ever heard. A bad day of fishing is always better than a good day at work. I thought he had lost his marbles, because doing something is so much better than doing nothing. For many years, I never understood what he meant. When I was 15, my grandpa died. That was the day that I finally understood what he meant. He wasn't telling me to go fishing and not work at all. He was telling me to enjoy life on this earth, because you never know how long you're going to be here. He was telling me not to work your life away, because there are more important things than work. He was telling me to do what you love, because that is what makes life worth living. Too many people nowadays go about life not caring, and they stress about the little things. This is why they don't know how to relax and enjoy life the way it is supposed to be lived. You're not going to spend your entire life behind a desk, so why spend so much overtime when you could be at home with your family? You're not going to spend your entire life sitting on the couch, so why not be out with friends? Life is like a river. It flows in only one direction, and there is no turning around. So you might as well make the most of it and make some rapids and river falls. Now, a very prominent person once told me, a bad day of fishing is always better than a good day at work. That person was my grandpa, and he has been more right than any person I've ever known. And his voice still calls out to me today, telling me to enjoy my life and live for every single second you are on this earth.